Hello children. Today we are going to start with 1.4. All the world's a stage. Now why this world has been called as a stage? Why William Shakespeare says? Because he says that this world is like a stage where we all are performing our roles. That is, we are the actors. And he says that there are 7 stages of a man. When he enters into this world, that means the birth of the child has been told as entrance, and the person when he dies, it is known as the death of that person. So here in this poem, this concept, the entrance and exit, has been told as birth and death of the person. Now, in detail, we will see what are the 7 stages of a man and how each individual or each character is playing that particular role which has been assigned by God. So 7 stages. So the very first stage is the infant. Now what do we mean by infant? Infant is a baby born. Now how is the baby? What is the behavior? What kind of behavior is of that particular, what we say, an infant? That is a newborn baby. The newborn baby is just lying as it is, the way however we put him or her on the bed and just observing the things around. That time the infant doesn't have any teeth, the child cannot speak, the child is only seeing whatever the things are going around us. That is the observation. The next stage is the schoolboy. That is a child who is like 3 years or 4 years old, and the one who is going to school. That is, first time the child is going to a nursery. Now what is the behavior of that schoolboy at that period? At that period, the child with his bag, the books, the water bottle, the tiffin, he carries these things. But at the same time, the child is not interested to go to the school and he is continuously crying. The mother has to pamper the child, the mother has to force the child to take the child to the school. So this is the second stage where the small 3 year, 4 year, 2.5 year old boy or a girl is attending the school. The next stage is the teenager. Now teenager is like, it is 10 plus, like 13 years, 12 years, 13 years old child. Now, what is exactly the situation or what is the scenario around us when the child comes to a teenage? So you yourself also must be knowing that how your behavior starts taking place. You are more concentrated on your looks. You want to look good. You want to groom your personality. You start imitating the heroes, the role models, and then you want to look your best. This is the period that is a teenager. And the next is an adult. Now, adult means that maturity has come, where you become more responsible. Now, for example, like a soldier. What does the soldier do? The soldier is at the border guarding the country. He follows his duty. And that time, he is not very young, but that maturity has come in that adult, where he understands the things between the good and wrong, the whatever things he are doing, whatever action he is doing. So everywhere that adults know that responsibility comes in. And when he becomes an adult, the person gets married during his 20 plus, 25 plus, in their 30s, like the child grows up into an adult and he becomes more responsible towards his family, towards his parents, towards everything, whatever is his responsibility as a full-fledged person. What are his duties towards his family? So that is known as an adult. Again, this adult is carrying on his responsibilities, whatever comes onto him as and when. Next is the middle age. Now 40 plus, little bit like near about in 48, 49 or whatever it is, the middle age. What is the middle age group? Here a person wants to relax little bit, or like he's sitting at home and trying to order the things to the junior ones. Like he's become the head of the family and he takes some responsibilities. Now is the time when that middle-aged person, he wants to relax, wants to sit and enjoy the remaining years, because all these years he has been struggling for the family. He must have saved some money, he must want to build up a house. There are many number of responsibilities. That is the middle age. And the next comes the senior citizen, 50 plus, 55, 56. Again it is the same. A retired life. The person is living a retired life. He will take his grandchildren or to the garden, to the parks or wherever, because now he is living a retired life. He wants to he is into his comfort zone. The last stage, that is 70 plus, 80 plus, that is the old age. Now what is old age? Old age is something like what an infant or what a child behavior. You must be having your great grandparents or grandparents in your house. So what is their behavior? Now they are unable to walk. They have to take the support of a stick or take the support of you children if they want to go anywhere. They just sit and they want you to read the newspaper for them. That is, you have to do their work. And moreover, they don't have that teeth also in their mouth. So here again what happens? He has come back to an infant stage or to the stage of a child where he is dependent on the others. Same as how an infant was dependent. Same as how the infant was on liquids. Here the old age place, old age. Again this person has come to an infant age where he has come down to liquid because he has no teeth and no taste to his mouth. So these are the 7 stages, children, and we have come onto this earth. That is why it is said that 7 stages, entrance, exit, and the world is compared to a stage. So this entire world is like a stage where we all, right from our childhood, we are performing our roles in a different way, and we are tend to do this. Nobody forces us. Nobody is telling us that now you are 10-year-old, 13-year-old, your behavior how it should be. Everything changes as and how we are growing, and we groom ourselves. We groom ourselves in this manner, right from infant to the old age. That is, this is the entrance and this is the exit. So I just hope, children, that you all have understood the concept. What is the meaning of world is compared to a stage, and the 7 stages we all are going through. Now here, one more thing what I would like to point out is, here this is a metaphor, figure of speech. Now why it is a metaphor? Because this world is indirectly compared to a stage. If the sentence would have been, world is like a stage, it would have become a simile. Because in simile, it is a direct comparison and we use the words like, as and so. But here we did not use those words, but still the comparison is there between the world and the stage, and hence it is a metaphor.